On the Donna Smith Show.
Yeah.
On the Donna Smith Show. And this is how we do it. Oh, I didn't left my. And this is how we do it. And
On
this
the
is how we
Smith
do
Show.
it. And this is how we
Let me
do
know
it.
it.
On the Donna Smith Show. Help me out, Gary.
Yeah.
On the Donna
Nana
Smith Show. On the Donna Smith Show.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what I'm talking about. They call that teamwork.
Yeah.
How y'all doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Yeah, good. Welcome. It's so wonderful to see you guys. Man, seemed like it's been forever. I had to prolong things a day. Gareth, you've been missing in action for what? Just a week, huh? You missed a week. But I do know things come up in life and we have to do things and this and that. But I do welcome you and John on the show, the panel, and everybody watching. I do welcome you all, and you are greatly appreciated. And I do want you to know that anything we talk about tonight on the show, questions, feedback, debates, whatever, sometimes we be locking horns, but we do not mean to offend anyone. We lock them horns, but then they kind of, we not trying to offend y'all. We just trying to have some grown folk table talk fun.
Yeah.
With the hostess with the most, Donna Smith, aka Lady Day.
Yeah.
Hey. So we waiting on a few more people, but we got to get our toast done. Because we can, the early birds get the worms, okay?
Yeah.
Y'all want the worms. Don't y'all want some worms?
Yeah, I know.
You want some worms tonight?
Yeah, I know.
Oh man, I forgot my little situation.
See? You
But
must have had some worms already.
No, I got this little something. Can y'all read that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What it say?
It's like some little cocktail thing.
No, what it say? What is it called?
It's called Sex on the Beach. Twisted. That's that twisted.
So with the twisted sex on the beach, I guess what you do is you take this off, right? Now, are you supposed to drink out of both of them?
I thought you're supposed to pour them together.
You're supposed to, knock.
Where's the other one?
Huh?
Oh.
No, it's two.
Yeah, I thought you're supposed to put it together.
See how it's divided?
Yeah.
So how do you do this?
Oh, you drink it this way.
Anybody that know, give us some feedback.
You drink it this way.
Huh?
I'm up here pointing.
How you drink it?
Look at the divider. Look at the divider.
What divider? Right here?
In the middle. Yeah, but see, turn it sideways. Now you see how it is? Look, turn it sideways so you can see. No, all the way. Turn it towards you. Now you see how it's slanted like?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So the other one's going to pour when you drink it, it'll pour right with it.
So you supposed to drink both of them? That's what this line is?
You can pour it in a glass.
I thought it was already in the glass. Oh, I get your drift.
Or
and
you
then
could
it mixes all together.
Yeah, or you could drink it right out of that.
No, I'm not that experienced.
Yeah, I don't do that.
How y'all doing? How you doing, Mr. Smith? Benjamin Smith, welcome. We are here getting our toast on. This is the Donna Smith Show, Table Talk, Grown Folks. We are here day after Easter to bring you guys some fun. You guys want to hold up? Now, I don't care what you have, water, coffee, soda. What you got, Ben? I can't hear you. You are mute.
Hold it in front of your shirt, Ben, because the shirt black.
Hold it in front
of your
fruity. Grapefruit juice.
Go. See? I see. Yeah.
Oh, is that good? Okay. There we go. Click, clank, clank, clank.
Yeah.
That's San Pellegrino. I love that.
Is that good? What is that? Is that a wine cooler?
No. Grapefruit
Costco be
juice.
having them on sale
Mm.
sometimes, but you gotta catch it when they got it.
Because they sell out fast, huh?
They'll grab them things like it ain't nothing.
Well, I want to
I
welcome
got mine from Trader Joe's.
Trader
Okay.
Joe's, Costco's, Target, Walmart, you know, all the places we could be suckered to spend our money. We already
Shoot,
know.
I was looking at Target yesterday, about to go out there. Shoot, it was like 8:00. They was closed.
Oh, Target got a new Target closed early now?
It must be. Traffic starting to die down. A lot of people ain't spending no money.
Well, a lot of people don't have too much money. Things are so expensive nowadays. We got a budget and we got to spend,
Has
more.
the price of kitty went up too?
Kitty.
Kitty sits its own price.
You talking about?
Price. It ain't
You talking about like your?
No,
You talking about your meow kitty?
kitty sits up. Even when the economy is good, kitty price
What kind
go
of kitty?
change.
Okay, excuse me. What kind of kitty are you two talking about? And we just started.
You know they are.
Oh, that's what they talk about.
If everything else that went up, I imagine that went up too, huh?
But they set their own limits and rates. They probably cater to the economy. They probably say, oh boy, you know what? The economy ain't good right now. So
well, what exactly?
Instead of 100, we only charging you 50.
What is the price? I like to know. Is it per
drop it down a little bit?
Is it per 30 seconds? Is it?
Wow.
30 seconds? What the hell? Anything can be broke down into 30 seconds if that's what you want to do.
Is it a half a minute? Okay, I don't know, but we gonna get back to that.
Half a minute?
Couldn't tell you that.
Some people got half a minute to a minute. Some folks, the struggle is real.
Well, I mean, you can get a minute in. You try to get, my bus coming 3 minutes.
If you a 1 minute brother, you gonna try to talk it up for at least 4 or 5 minutes so you get some time in.
If you a 2 minute brother, you just need to probably come back on another day.
No, you do what you got to do. And
2 minutes ain't gonna be worth the. That's all right. I'm good. I'm cool. Not 2 minutes.
Maybe like
$200 for 2 minutes.
Huh?
That ain't a good price.
No, I'm good. You $200 for 2 minutes.
Yeah, that'd be a good price.
Wow. Well,
you take that all day and twice on Sunday.
I don't know. To me, $200 for 2 minutes. That's $100 a minute. Man. That's a good little income bracket. Shit, you do 30 minutes, you coming up strong. You do how many is that? 15
people? No. You ain't squeezing in all that in 1 hour.
You do 15 folks, that 2 minutes apart, $200 a person. Come on now.
Hey, Kitty, you ever seen a wet cat?
No, he don't look good, a wet cat.
That cat,
you about kitty, 5, you get that means all you need is 5 to 10.
You better break that joker down.
Y'all better keep your money in your pocket.
Oh, ain't no shoot, please.
Okay, we have John, we have Ben,
tricked every day, all day.
Gareth ain't gonna say nothing because he don't want to sleep on the couch tonight. So don't y'all be up there talking stuff he can't talk about. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have gentlemen, do you have anything to share? Anything happened this week? Anything? We know we had a wonderful Easter yesterday. Did you guys do anything special? Did you a lot of people go to their Sunday services at the church on Easter, and you see the big hats and the new outfits and all this stuff. And
speaking of paying for Kitty.
No,
He
you
wrong.
didn't.
He
You're
is
wrong for
wrong.
that, Ben. You're wrong. But anyway, did you guys enjoy your
Well, it
Easters?
depends on how you look
Yeah.
at it.
You did? Okay, great, Garrett.
Yeah.
I went to little Bobby Hutton's birthday, so for Bobby Hutton Day on Saturday. That was cool.
Where was that
And
at, Ben? Oakland?
that was in West Oakland at the West Oakland Library. They had some of the brothers that was Panthers and stuff was in there, some of the Black Panther
Hey,
members.
where is the West Oakland? Is that over near the post office?
No, that's over there near the Infirmary Park.
Oh, yeah.
That's like on Adeline and 20th, maybe.
Do they still hang out at that park sometime and have the music and all that stuff going on?
Yeah, they have events there. That's where the
Yeah.
Black Cowboys do their thing at their time of year.
Okay. Yeah, it was a
Yep.
today was a nice day weather-wise too. John, you do anything special or you just chill?
Work.
You work? Oh, okay, I hear you. I didn't. I went to my daughter's. We had a nice family gathering. Everybody bought some a dish, and I made my famous chili beans, smoked turkey wings, and some good old rice and some ground beef in there. I posted it.
Did you get any back home with you?
Yeah, I got some back home. And somebody on my YouTube post was like, beans? Like beans on Easter? You know what I'm saying? That's how I took it. You cook beans? I'm like, you know what? When you go to somebody's house and they're giving a function and they say, bring a dish, people bring a variety of things. And who's to say what you're supposed to eat? It was a family of love, togetherness, and just expounding on the reason for the season, you know what I'm saying? And just enjoying and being thankful. I mean, that's what it was all about. We normally don't have the Easter dinner thing. That was my daughter's first time wanting to bring something together like that. But it actually was very, very nice. And it was very, very rewarding just to be around family and be comfortable.
Oh, Easter dinner, huh? Y'all do
Yeah, and
Memorial Day stuff too?
it was actually a variety of stuff. I mean, they had roast, they had steak, they had crab, they had lobster, they had mac and cheese, they had greens, they had corn on the cob, they had candy yams and marshmallows. I mean, it was such a variety of food. You would have thought it was like one of, like, wow. I mean, I'm like, and everybody just had their own. The only thing about that is everybody cooks different.
That's what I was just thinking. I was
not to be saying that everything wasn't nice. I'm just saying everybody got a different way. So you have to make sure that you're not, because your way, your mac and cheese may have 5 or 6 cheeses and be a little fluffier and be this and that. Somebody else's macaroni cheese could be made totally different. But you just enjoy what it is. Don't
eat it for what it is.
Yeah, you
Don't
just
compare
enjoy.
Because some people think theirs tastes good and it tastes like that. Remember I told you about that dressing?
Yeah.
You just gotta know. You just gotta know when you're cooking.
Hold on.
So much time that you're cooking, you gotta know what the seasoning is for it. If you cooking something for 12 hours, you can't just put a couple of teaspoons of seasoning on there and think it's gonna taste right. You have to season
while my beans was cooking, which I did a crock pot thing. I went in there quite a few times, touching it up with a little bit more of this, a little bit more of that, because as it cooks for a couple of hours and I taste, then I'm like, that still needs some, and so you do have to pay attention to that and make sure. But over and all, everything was really nice, and so I enjoy myself. Now next year moving forward, I will be requesting the day after off because it was very difficult to get home. And I'm sorry, I apologize for the show being canceled yesterday, you guys. but it is today because when I ran in here, it was like almost 9 o'clock. So, and I know you guys got to get to work and this and that, and we all got to get up. So I'm not trying. Tonight is the first time I'm doing the show at 8 o'clock, but I had to come on here and we're going to spend a little time. We're going to cut it a little down tonight, but we have to spend a little time to bond. This is what we do. And I missed y'all, my viewing audience and my panel. I missed you too. Yeah, I know. Thank you. So we do what we do, So other than that, just briefly on some of the things happening in the news, we know the president, the ex-president, we know what's going on with that. Actually, I heard that he was even talking about running for the next 2024, still trying to run for president, regardless of everything that's going down.
That's right. He should.
I didn't think he was. I mean, I guess if he's convicted of he may not be able to, but at this point, he's wanting to still.
They're not gonna be able to get to that fast.
Yeah, well, he wants.
People with money, they court cases never get rushed.
Yeah,
there's people that ain't got no money. They get rushed.
Well, we gonna see how long this take, but and then on top of that, I was speaking briefly with John before the show. The Nextflix, they plan these episodes or what do you call it? They got these different R. Kelly series of R. Kelly, the R. Kelly thing, and it's going on and on and on. What do you guys think about that? I just think it's like, man, really? I mean, it's like they just beating a dead horse. I mean, do you think that it's a good thing that it's, informational for, reaching out to, women who
out to who? Who are they reaching out to?
Let me finish my statement. Women who are in abusive situations and, just kind of putting it out there that there is help and, that they don't have to stay in situations and be.
Donna.
I mean, what is the reason? No, I'm asking you guys. What is the reason? Ain't this been going
like 8 years? Ain't they been doing this like 7 or 8 years?
I don't think this has been going no 8 years, Ben.
Yeah, because before it was on Netflix, it was on A&E or something like that. It's been going a long time.
Yeah.
It's been going it's been going way before his trial. Well, this been going at least 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, I mean, is all you gonna talk about is the y'all gonna get more in depth with it to make sure that he gets convicted? Okay, you won. Now what? You're just gonna keep talking about and keep reliving the situation?
I mean, sooner or later it stops. I mean, you look at OJ, sooner or later he stopped. His stopped. What's the Jello pudding? The guy?
Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby. Sooner or later his stopped. I mean, it gets to a point where it's not news friendly anymore and it kind of sizzles off. But I guess this is still.
Isn't that weird though, what you're talking about? That every one of those situations that get elongated like that is usually a black man. Isn't that weird? When they have Harvey Weinstein and all this other stuff, that stuff was in and it was out and it was over. They barely lasted long enough for him to get convicted. And that guy was a savage. And now you sitting there talking about a guy, okay, he liked to mess with girls that were, younger. I think he learned his lesson from the 14-year-old, because I remember the 14-year-old video was when that was when the record stores were still open. So that had to be about 2010, maybe. No, I think it was before then.
Man.
So,
Yeah.
R. Kelly allegations stretch back 30 years.
jeez.
3 decades.
Really? That long?
His allegations stretch back 3 decades.
But
Look it up.
Leah been gone for
You can probably
a
look it
long
up.
time.
You got your phone? Google. How long?
Man.
Google. You can just put in timeline R. Kelly's allegations, or I don't know, downfall.
Yeah. Wow. I'm just wow.
I'm moving some stuff around.
I just saw that they had some new series that came out, and
Crazy.
I'm like, okay, I thought it was just the repeat of the other ones being played again, but no, these are new.
Yeah.
And it's not even the person that actually got, these aren't the people that got, the sexual assault situation. These are people that's around them that want to keep this alive. That's what I don't understand.
It says the history of the crimes and allegations, 1994.
Yeah, but I'm saying to myself,
it started in 1994.
The actual person the person that did this, that wasn't, that person, the actual victims. These are not the people trying to keep this alive. This is this one woman with a crusade, and she done won the war. Now she want to keep talking about it.
Yeah.
I just think at a certain time and a point, when is enough enough? I barely heard that story about that doctor.
I mean, we all have. I mean, we got, just like Trump. This is gonna go on for quite a while. Look at Jimmy Carter. Was it Jimmy Carter? No, not Jimmy Carter. Clinton. When Clinton, had that affair, and they kept that going for a while. That it's certain, and those were not African Americans. So it's not always necessarily African.
You found one.
You
found one. That's good. Congratulations.
Well, I'm just saying, I just putting it out there. Facts is fact, right? When we make certain factual statements, you can't just say things.
Well, I don't think he lied. I don't think Bill Clinton lied. He said I'd have sexual relations with that woman.
That's what he said, Monica Lewinsky.
He wasn't because she was doing the Lewinsky.
But that's what he because she was doing what?
She was doing a Lewinsky. They call it that now.
Most say that Clinton,
that
they say it went
some
down.
Of that Lewinsky.
And there was stains on her dress or something that showed that something happened, right?
She had a sandwich.
But what I'm saying, that scandal went on. That went on for a while. Yeah. So it's just how the media does. They hype it up, it goes on, and then it fades. So it fades down. And sometimes it comes back up. It just depends. Sometimes you have
that R. Kelly trial.
We really don't have a media.
That R. Kelly
like
trial was 5 years.
Yeah, we really don't have a media anymore.
R. Kelly. That was a long time.
Yeah. That was. Well, God bless that.
That was 5 years, huh? Wow.
Yeah.
I feel bad for his family and his kids.
When he got acquitted for the one trial, went on. And then right after that, I was like, but these folks, everybody wants the big one.
Yeah.
So they working on that.
I mean, that's just like OJ. OJ got off, and if the glove don't fit, you must acquit and all this stuff. And then he got in trouble in Las Vegas and ended up going and he
was going to get his stuff back.
Somebody stole his stuff in Vegas. They was waiting on him. They was waiting.
He got set up. That was a setup.
Yeah,
that was a setup.
I know, but what I'm saying is they wanted him. and they got him
That
in
was a
Vegas
setup.
behind somebody that set him up and took his stuff.
But
And we
see,
thought that was buried and done with,
but
right?
no, but that don't. But see, you can't. The problem is every action a person does, they want to relate it to the one action that caught all the attention. So now everything you do, oh, OJ was out there flying a kite on the beach. you know, you know, and he looked like he had some gloves on. And then it's gonna be,
We gotta
come
see if them
on.
gloves fit. Hey, but how many years did he get after the Vegas thing? He went in and he did what? About 5 years? About 4, 3? I
Y'all, you
forget.
know OJ from the Hill, right?
Yeah. San
OJ
Oh, you
from
talking
the
about San
Hill.
Francisco.
Francisco?
He from the Hill.
From Hunters
Okay.
Point, baby. From
No, he
the
from
point.
Potrero.
Betrayal.
Oh,
Potrero.
Potrero.
Yep. See, he went to my uncles and them all went to school. They all because they was up there.
Didn't he go to George Washington?
No, he with the gal. Stop
Oh,
playing.
sorry.
He was actually my speaker at my graduation.
He went to Gallaudet.
Really?
He was my speaker at my graduation, and they had just got finished naming the field O.J. Simpson Field.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. That's the man, talent.
Take all that away from me.
But they had to. Black men doing running.
Don't
I don't
say
want to
it.
get into
Don't
it.
say it. Don't say
What?
it.
What happened? What was
No, just
what
the
was
way he
wrong?
was. He was. How they try to say, oh, he would make the decisions where we go on vacation, and then, well, y'all did not stay home, did you? You weren't paying for it. You didn't stay home. I was listening to some of that. I watched that little sit down and he would say, yeah, he would be controlling. Like he would say where we going on vacation. Like he would invite us all to vacation and say, and he would decide where we're going.
If you paying for everything,
I
what's wrong with you being
invited
the
you
decider?
to go on vacation.
Oh my God!
But
The
I
black
guess
guy
she
was
wanted
with
to
us.
have something to say
That was the
about the
parent.
decision making.
Mm.
I mean, maybe perhaps it would have been the right communication way to do it was to talk about, well, dear, I thought
Look,
about this.
we ain't
What
talking
do you
about
think
Nicole.
about that?
We talking
Where
about the
would you like
parent.
to go? Well,
We
where would
talking
you
about the
like?
parents who's the ones complaining. The parents and the sisters.
Well, the
Her
parents
parents.
they not in the situation. How can they be complaining about
When
what?
they had their little interview and got the old boy father and his sister, and now they all going off. Now that was unfortunate what happened to old boy, but they talking like they know him, you know.
She
OJ, the only
probably
one who
did. She
don't
probably
they
been
didn't
sleeping
know.
with
The
dude for
only
a few
one who
years.
knew him was Nicole's family, who was sitting up there
He
talking. They
probably was
knew him.
tapping. He probably was tapping Nicole for a little while. He just was acting like he was gay. He probably was hitting that a little bit.
Ooh, he probably went over there. That was probably the key. That was the
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
her
clue.
friend, the what's his name?
No, the
Yeah, the dude, the
restaurant
guy.
guy.
Oh, he was a little
That
sweet.
was
Oh,
probably
you
the
think he
clue.
got it?
That was probably the clue. You leave the sunglasses, and that let me know. Boom. You know how them upper salon people, you go down there to the Grove down there in LA and watch how they operate down there. Them folks,
I get it.
shoot.
Wow.
Just
Well,
like if you was at the hotel, they slide you a little extra card to come on up to the room or write it on a piece of paper. It's my room number. But here's her thing is I'm gonna leave the sunglasses and you delivering them. Uh-huh.
Wow, that's a trip. Well,
Caroline told me that was the
I tell you, God bless them all. I mean, it's just that goes to show you, I mean, status, position, situations. If you in trouble, you in trouble, and it's consequences, and that stuff follows you just by making the wrong choices and mistakes. You can mess up your entire your entire life. Your credibility, all that can be just flushed, you know? So
okay.
Moving right along, you guys. This is a sensitive, inquiring minds want to know. So this
So that
person,
means we can't chuckle? No chuckling? Is that what you're saying?
you can chuckle
Okay.
if you like, but you know. Okay. When I do the clap, with my girl, she always has to give me oral. If she does not, she must find another way to swallow. Am I being unrealistic? She says I am.
But she's still doing it.
Most men I know feel the same way. Can you ask the grown folks how they feel about this particular situation? So he's saying
about your girl swallowing?
He say every time they do the clap, she has to do the oral. That's a must. She has to. And if she does not want to do it for whatever reason, she must find some other way to swallow. So he wants to know, is he being unrealistic by, requesting this?
Wow.
And he's saying that most men will feel the same way if they're into wanting that done all the time. They want it done all the time.
Yeah, I would give him a good hand clap if I wasn't holding this.
What?
Damn.
Well,
you got it like that when your girl is drinking every time? You got a vampire on the loose? And you complaining? Shit.
No, he said he wants her to swallow every time.
Okay, and sometimes he say no, but most
sometimes
of the time she saying
no.
yes.
Sometimes she says no, and he's saying yes. He wants that. That she must find another way. So if she's not in the mood to want to give the oral, he wants her to find another way to swallow.
Lord have mercy.
Wait a minute. You find it. Wait, she don't want to do oral, but he
all
wants
the
her
time.
To find another way to swallow.
He's saying that.
So you know how you finishing off the round and you pull it out of whatever area is in, and you run around to the front.
So he wants to swallow. He wants to swallow.
He think
he's
in a
into the
movie.
swallow. So he wants you guys to help him out with this situation.
Help him out.
Hey, help you out with your desire.
I mean, not help him out with being swallowed.
Help him out.
Help him out with, because
I need to ask him a few questions.
He wants to know if he's
he
wants to know if he's being unrealistic with his demands.
Man, if you a salesman and you done sold that bag of goods and she going along with it, brother, you better keep it quiet. Keep it going along. He need to keep that quiet and keep going along. Hope to God she don't tell nobody. Mm-hmm. That's gonna shut this whole situation down.
What? That if she tells somebody?
It'd be like, my man is just tripping. He always want me to the young man, and then they start asking that. That's the beginning of the end for you, brother.
So he should. Okay, so to help this brother out, I mean, Gareth, you think he's asking too much? No. I mean, let's put it like this: is he asking too much by wanting her to do that every time? I mean, as far as oral,
I think so, because that should. Okay, I mean, when you think about you laying up with your wife or your husband, and you don't really discuss certain things. You do things because the way you feel for each other. Things just, they roll, they flow. So you're more or less saying, no, this is what I want you to do. And it's so, and it's almost like now she can be cool to hang and kick it, but she's also your instrument or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, if she don't feel like it, she don't feel like it.
She's
if she don't
literally
want,
the cleanup crew.
If that's what she don't want to,
if
I
she
mean,
don't want to
cleanup crew every
swallow, I
time,
mean,
huh?
she don't want to do that every single time.
yeah. So my thing is,
He
why
said
don't you?
she always has to give him oral. Always.
She have to.
That's what it says. She
Oh.
always has to give me oral when they have the clap.
Oh, so he demand that he get
Yeah,
oral.
he's the one saying.
He on something else. Yeah.
Hey,
So you want my help,
So
brother?
he's being unrealistic, right?
He's being selfish. Selfish. No, I want to say selfish. He's being is selfish in his motives.
No, come on, man. Don't do that.
Yeah.
She
Because if
made
you're
him accustomed to
demanding,
this. This is
you
his
can't.
anticipating. He expects this now.
No,
She
he
spoiled
said
him,
this is
put
what
him in his
he said.
mindset.
This is why I asked her twice. He said she has to, and he said she has to
She
every
made him
time.
accustomed because she made him accustomed to it. That's
Now,
what
if she was to
he been
tell
getting it
him,
like that.
okay, now this is what you have to do, then we're gonna have a problem.
Maybe.
Then we're gonna have a problem.
Hey JJ.
Maybe not.
Sorry,
You can't
That's okay.
demand.
We
What's
in
up,
our
bro?
You
inquiring
can't
mind want to
demand
know.
nothing
Okay.
from somebody. You can't demand nothing from somebody.
Well,
I mean,
apparently,
Man, up on your
okay.
boo. Take care of me, baby.
Apparently, like being said, perhaps this has always been they get down.
Yeah.
but if she's not doing
now
it all the time,
she's growing tired of doing this every time.
wait, is that what he's saying? He's saying now she getting tired.
No, he says,
Yeah.
when I do the clap with my girl, that's not how he said it, but that's how I'm saying it. When I do the clap with my girl, she always has to give me oral. If she does not, in caps, he says, she must find another way to swallow.
See?
What?
No way.
He must take
No.
a drink.
See, he demanding. See, no. He got no.
He's
First
demanding.
you claiming it, yeah, as my girl.
She's saying that he's being unrealistic to want to require this of her every single time.
Yeah, he is. Unrealistic.
I mean,
Unrealistic.
I mean, JJ, what
can
do
y'all
you
hear
think?
me?
I think it maybe it depends on how long
we
she's
can hear
been
you.
doing it.
Okay. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm cooking a little bit, y'all.
Okay.
I heard everything from what I can hear. That's ridiculous. First and foremost.
So it was frozen.
But
that's ridiculous for him to put that on her.
Yeah.
To want her to do this every single time, right?
No, that's not giving.
He been anticipating. She got him in that mind.
Nah,
do you need anything?
Every time.
That's not how it sounds in that letter. In that letter, it sounds like it's about with him and him only.
Yeah, he's being selfish. He don't care.
Inconsiderate.
Yeah.
You know, if someone says, no, I don't want to do this all the time. And then you talking about, well, you gonna find some other way. How if I don't want it in my mouth and you want me to figure out another way to swallow.
He said you gonna find it. He said he needs her to find another way to swallow.
Ooh, put it in a glass and give her a straw.
I really don't know
y'all.
how.
I'm just trying to, I'm not trying to be out of character, but for real, I mean, it don't make sense. It don't make sense.
I don't know the other way either.
You know, now, like I said, I wonder if it was the other way around. Now, I'm not saying that he's giving oral because of his pleasure, But I'm saying she's forcing or demanding oral because of her pleasure, not because he wants to. Now, what we gonna do with that? Did he give an ultimatum like that? Look, every
Well,
night with you, every night. But you can't be you can't demand folks to do nothing.
and you have to be really careful, like they say. The same thing it took to get your baby hooked is the same thing it's gonna take to keep them. So, excuse me, if she had always been doing this for I don't know.
If see, we saying if no, we
I
ain't
mean,
that.
I'm just saying, I'm thinking outside
Even
the
if she
box.
had
I
always been
said,
What's
doing it,
wrong, man? You jealous? You
But if
jealous,
she
man?
has
said
You
been,
if
jealous?
she was doing this all the time, and then now she just don't want to do it all the time. But she
okay,
started
if that's
off
what she
doing it
want to
all
do,
the time.
if
so
she don't want to do it, that's her prerogative. That's her choice. If she
yeah,
don't,
so exactly. If she say, okay, yeah, we used to do it all the time, but now I don't want to do it all the time. So she don't have the right to make that decision or to feel that way.
I'm
So
still, hey,
you're
I'm
gonna
still
take
gonna have
away
an
her
attitude.
right to make the decision and tell her no, you have to.
I'm
Well,
still have
Ben
an
said he
attitude though.
still would have an attitude with her.
Yeah,
Why,
you gonna
Ben?
have an
Because
attitude
You
why?
get
because he used to that.
well, you can
That's
have the
been his
attitude.
thing.
You can
We've
have
been in a
attitude.
relationship for 10 years and you've been doing this every time. And now you want to deviate from the plan.
what I
You
want
can
to
have the
know,
attitude, but you can't demand somebody to do something.
I'm
You can
like,
be mad, upset all you want,
Mm.
and you can be begging and pleading for it. Come on, baby, 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 please, baby, please, baby, baby, please. But you still can't make somebody do something. Why would for me? I wouldn't want you to do something that you wouldn't want to do
right, you might do it
because
wrong.
well, not just well. I wasn't talking. I'm talking in general,
You
JJ.
might do it wrong
You may
for real.
accidentally scrape something with your braces.
hmm
Yeah, I'm
hmm
talking in general,
Mm.
Donna.
Oh,
Mm.
Just, I mean, it's just like if you bought me a gift, if you gave me a gift, but you didn't want to give it to me, you might well just keep the
Mm-hmm.
gift. You know what I'm saying? You might well just keep it. Take it back home with you. Remember, I think I
Mm.
was telling you about, I say sometimes, you can eat people food and you can tell they put their heart in there, that they paid attention and when they fixed it for you, they wanted you to enjoy it and everything. You kind of feel that. But I wouldn't want to
Mm.
say be with my wife and I got her doing something she don't want to do. Really what enjoyment am I supposed to be getting if I'm not enjoying her? I'm enjoying the her as the instrument. I
Right.
so
just want you
don't
to
you
Mm.
be
think that
this.
this communication should be early on before you, if you're dating someone and maybe you have a good strong feeling that you may want to go to permanency with this person, you talk about certain things. So if this person knows that this is what you like
Stop,
most of
stop,
the time,
stop.
I
You're gonna
like
have a
I like
conversation.
it's a prerequisite.
So
Maybe
she gonna
they
be like,
say, you
well,
gotta do this to me because I love it and this is
well,
what I
sometimes you
want.
ain't gonna sit there and talk like that at the win. Because sometimes when two people have started a intimate relationship, if you want to call it started having relations, right? And they're
Finna go
having
home.
relations and they're going on about it. But and things happen and some things is repetitive, it's repetitive. But it don't matter. The person still can be like, hey, I can't do this no more all the time. What that mean? But we
I
both have to
think when
sit
a
down.
person keeps doing it, and if they keep doing it because they know you like it, and they do it and they do it and they do it almost every time, and then all of a sudden they stop.
Well, no, she didn't stop. She don't do it as much. She didn't stop. So, but the fact is, it don't matter. Because if you got a big problem behind that, what other dynamics is going on in that relationship? I would say really probably not many. If you so focused on that, it's gonna come into a time where a lot of things is gonna change. Especially when you first get going, you guys are. Some people have that honeymoon stage, and sometimes their honeymoon stage can last 5, 6 years or more. But it don't matter. It don't matter. You can't. I don't care. Even at the beginning, if she sat down and said, "I want you to know, I'm not gonna swallow every day." Like, we're gonna have a conversation at the dinner. I'm gonna take her to dinner, Garrett, and say, "Well, let's have a discussion."
Why don't you drink this glass of juice so we can see how your Adam's apple works?
No, if you got an apple. Anyway.
Okay, I wanted to add something to this. Can I say something real quick? I was too busy cooking and stuff. I wanted to say, okay, there's not enough compassion for the woman in this situation. What if the dude's well endowed? What if he's not only long, but he's real girthy at the same time, and he like to, you know what I mean? So what if her jaw's hurt, and maybe she like, I don't feel, or maybe she got a toothache, and that's not gonna soothe it. So she's just like, hey, I don't want to do it right now. Where's the compassion for that? So there's a lot of work that goes into that. People don't, us guys don't normally like to think about all that work that goes into it, but it's a lot of work, especially if you're well endowed. So what do we, what if your throat muscles hurt or something? You know what I mean? Like, we got to think deeper on this level. There's other factors that could be into play of why she's deciding not to do it. I just thought I would add that part.
Or he could have some dinky berries.
But she could just be tired.
She could just don't want to do it every time like that. Maybe she just want to lay on her side and let him just go on and do something.
It could be time that the relationship is growing, and she probably want to see some deeper, things around it. You know what? And you hear this in relationships when folks, I'm telling you, folks will, in their relationship, one of the things they talk about when it comes to sex or relations is what one is not doing no more, or not doing the way they like. They'll come into counseling, and this is what they'll be discussing. And it's like, well, time is being gone, and they've been together all this time. And then one is like, well, it ain't like it could be the male or the female.
I get it.
But it's like, so if that's supposed to be the glue, that ain't no good glue. You can put some water on that, and it'll dissolve on that.
That's why you don't make that. You don't make that the glue.
Because we have to understand, if you call yourself wanting to be with someone, now listen, till death do his part. You want to be with this person, and this person all of a sudden ain't doing something that they used to always do all the time. And that's a problem. Think of if a medical issue come up, an accident, anything can happen. Watch the lady was walking down the street, and the person on the scooter came down and hit her so hard, whacked her into the thing, broke her wrist and everything. But the whole point is, you can't, people change for one, and they change their mind. They have the right to change their mind. But when you want to demand and say, well, this is what I demand, and then it's like, why are you with this person like that?
So he wants to know if how do we feel? So we feel as though, hey, Cordell.
I don't think he's coming at it like that. I think he just wants things to stay the way they are. I mean, if you got your woman that been doing that for a long period of time, You just, I mean, I would be kicking and screaming too if she wanted to stop that. I mean, you doing all that and finishing the move too. That's wow. Girl knocking you down every time. That's hard to just say no. I would go kicking and screaming just like he is. No, don't stop doing that. Why?
And then,
But
then
still,
she
but
stopped.
every time, though, Ben, every time.
That's what you been doing every time. He just don't want her to stop doing it.
It's gonna
Can
come
you
a
imagine?
day. It's gonna come
you
a
imagine
day.
how that brother probably light and fluffy.
No,
That
wait till. Could you imagine how he gonna feel when his day comes? When he can't do
that
nothing?
brother is probably light and fluffy on a regular basis.
He gonna want
drink the whole
sympathy.
thing.
He gonna
But
want
see,
sympathy.
another thing about that is that if he likes her to go there, he says when they clap. Okay, so if she takes him there beforehand with swallowing and he has his moment, and if he's the kind of man who that's it and that's all because he's already went to the moon, what does she get? You know?
Let's see.
Because that may be all for him for the night. He may be done.
Ask him, do you want to go scuba diving?
He gonna have to dive
every day.
I mean, he's gonna. I mean, I don't. Where I'm confused is if he wants, unless he's the type that can do that and come back up in 2 minutes and go for 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Maybe he got that kind of give back. But sometimes men don't have that give back. Once they go there, and they go there in that way, long and hard, and whew, that's it. Especially an older guy.
She done went to give back. We was talking about his demands.
No, I'm just saying. If he wants it like that all the time, what is he giving her?
Well, I did say there needs to be more compassion towards the woman. I did say that.
So. Like JJ said, because according to that letter, by him saying she has to, that's almost like there's not an option.
She has to find another way to swallow, he says.
Ooh. And she down for that too? Damn.
She obviously has been down for it because it was working for him at one point. So now he's starting to complain because she's falling off. She probably got lockjaw. She may have lockjaw now.
That's what I was trying to say.
She can't be tired. She can't just be tired.
She may have her jaws may hurt. Like JJ said, it depends on the girth. It depends on the girth, the width, all that.
Well, like you guys are saying.
Now, if he's a Vienna sausage, she probably can just have fun with it.
She might feel like he's humiliating her by doing that. Maybe that's
what you're talking about.
She might feel like, my man is down in me like that. He always got me down there drinking. She might feel some kind of way.
Well, she probably was drinking. She probably was drinking before she got to the point of having him all the way.
Drinking.
She probably was drinking to get him. Now that she got him, she don't want to drink no more.
She don't want no more drinking.
Sometimes I'm telling you, folks will do what they gotta do sometimes to get it. They want to get you.
There's nothing wrong with empty glass.
He may have slurp too, and then he got her and he stopped slurping.
Here we go. Well, let's wait and see if she'll send in the letter. He got his nerves.
She probably and we gonna look forward to that.
We gonna get one for
lovely
both
couple.
ends, huh?
Man, lady, if you want to send in your letter about what's going on with him, we want that one too. We ain't gonna tell nobody you sent it. Just go on and bring it, because we like to know what happened, with this. Because I know you got some stories to tell too, girl.
She ain't sending no letter in. She want to stay anonymous. She don't want nobody to know she getting down like that.
She probably don't even know about the show. That's why.
Because if she getting down like that, boy,
she don't know about
it. A line of brothers in the way for that. She got a line of customers waiting. Like, baby, please, you don't need him no more. What about me?
Okay.
You ain't lying, because your brother come in. I ain't know all the time, brother.
That's right. That's right. Well, I wish them.
Matter of fact, I got a part-time job.
But the dude, I don't know the next woman he go to or whatever, because this don't look like it's gonna be successful.
He ain't going nowhere. He'll figure it out.
Well, if she's swallowing that often, he probably sprung. He probably going through withdrawals right now.
That's why he wrote the letter. He needed a fix.
He going through withdrawals, because if you swallowing every time, if she's swallowing every time, a brother gots to be addicted to that.
Oh my God! He cried. Okay, I'm not. She got him in the corner sucking on his thumb. What the fuck?
Yeah, I think to some extent you kind of expect it, but I've been told, okay, I'm not doing it this time, and I'll be like, all right, and I'll back away. I don't get mad. I'm like, it's only this time, but next time you gonna want to do it.
I mean, do they tell you they not? Do they tell you they don't want to do it because you asked them to do it, or because they just always kind of do it?
They always do it. Yeah, I can see how they could.
Oh, okay. So they always do it. So when they don't feel like it, they just let it be known. The heads up. And
I'll be like, that's cool, because I can understand. Or I could understand, like, if we get started and it ends up being too much, because I could be too much. So I understand that.
Yeah.
Give it a break.
Right.
So,
well, sometimes when you too much, you too much. Watch out.
Sometimes you too much, right? You gotta
have a little sympathy for everybody else in the situation, because you
do? Put Vaseline or cocoa butter on the cheeks beforehand, around the lips. Keep a cocoa butter, Vaseline on there.
The outside ain't gonna work. It's the muscles.
It's the jaws.
It's the muscles and the jaws inside that
you get the swell.
Yeah, but you still gotta stay moist.
You get that swell metal they use for boxers.
I don't want the person to just lay there while I'm just throwing it in there. That's not right. I don't want that. They just mouth just agape and they not putting no effort in it. That's messed up.
And they ain't putting no effort in it.
Some people like it like that. Some
they
people
jaws hurt and they gag.
That old girl a gangster.
Y'all doing too much. Y'all doing too much tonight.
He upset. That poor brother.
I probably shouldn't have went there.
She probably knocking him down every day. He going through. You said withdrawals. That poor brother. Please, baby, don't change.
We gonna leave this. We gonna leave this one right here. We gonna leave this right here. Okay.
I went too far, Miss Donna.
Baby, no.
Y'all, it ain't never no too far with table talk, but y'all sometimes be stirring the pudding a little bit too much. But
just imagine that pudding, huh? He's stirring the pudding.
I was about to say, who's stirring pudding?
Stirring the pudding.
Stirring the pudding. That's right. You got to stir that pudding sometimes. I said pudding.
Nickel dime quarter. Nickel dime.
That's right. That's right, Gareth. Tell him about it. Stir that pudding, baby. You know what I'm talking about.
Jello.
See, he can relate. He got a wife over there. He know how to stir that pudding. You do what you got to do, my brother.
Yo, contagious, Tom.
So you guys tell me this: what stage in a non-married relationship does the man take over a woman's finances?
What?
Example. Example. She's buying a new car. Listen, she's buying a new car and has $10,000 from her tax return, right?
Oh, sorry.
His credit is jacked,
I'm sorry.
but he's advising, directing her on how to spend her money. So he had her turn down the car deal because he didn't want her to get the ride, and she did. When did or will that become okay in a relationship, or is it?
It ain't never okay.
What, for a man to help his woman with her finances?
No, that didn't say help.
What stage in a non-married
run her finances
relationship?
No.
He's trying to tell her she got her taxes, $10,000. She wanted to go buy her a car, her money, right? They in a relationship, they not married. So he's saying, why are you doing this, that? You know, you don't need to be getting a car right now, blah, blah, blah. We can do some other things with the money. Is that okay?
No.
It's not? Y'all say it's not?
The only way I can see we talking about it, because if it's just my girlfriend, but if this is my fiance, that's different because we're planning our future. Let's discuss and see. Let's shop, actually. You know, we ain't saying you can't get a car, but let's do it right and see how we going to do this. But my girlfriend, you can't tell. I wish somebody would have tell me how to do my money. And you're not my wife. And you telling me how to do my money? I'm out here busting my butt, and the government done sent me all this money, and you gonna tell me what we could do with it?
You know what it's like? It's like you go to a drive-through to order some food, and when you get to the counter, you say, "Hey, baby, go ahead. I want some French fries." And she turned to you and say, "You don't need no French fries." You say, "What are you talking about? I'm paying for it. It's my money." It's the same principle. The money is his. She ain't got nothing to do with it. So really, he can do it, or she can do it.
You want to buy him some French fries, he should be able to buy the French fries.
You got the money.
She want to buy.
She got $10,000 back on her taxes and want to buy her a car.
And her finances is terrible. He trying to tell her how to game up.
But we don't know if her finances is terrible. If she getting $10,000 back on the IRS, shoot, she making some grip and got some good write-off.
She making grip. So
shoot. And she gonna get her a car?
Yeah. It sounds like to me is two things going on. One, he wants to be in control. Two, he don't want her to have something better than him. And maybe three? Just jealous. You're just jealous. So he gonna say, "It's our money, baby. It's our money." No, it's my money. I've earned this money. That's why they give it back to me. So it's my money.
You think as a financial situation, you think the best way to spend your money is to buy a brand new car?
But she's concerned that's what she wants. She wants a new car.
If I got the money, I'm gonna buy whatever I want to buy. We ain't married, so don't tell me what not to buy. If I want to buy a house with that 10 grand, I'm gonna buy a house. But guess what? You ain't gonna live there. I'm gonna be there. So we ain't gonna be together. You know, it's just like that. She can say whatever she want to say, or he can say whatever he wants to say. It's his money. It's her money.
They not married. They not married.
They ain't married. That's just like saying, "Hey, I got $200. I'm going to dinner. How much money you got?" "I ain't got no money, baby." "Well, you ain't eating because you ain't got no money."
You wouldn't feed her?
I'll feed her, but I'm just saying she ain't got no money. So
if she ain't got no money, what? Okay.
It depends on what they deciding to do.
The whole situation would be different if you are married.
That's right. If you're married,
no, it wouldn't.
Then you guys gotta.
No, it wouldn't.
Because that car note or whatever is going to affect the household budget and this and that. Not to say husband or
We
wife
don't know how
want
the budget.
If they doing that when they in a relationship, they gonna do it when they get married. It's not
We
gonna
don't even know
change.
if they even get it. She just more or less saying they're in a non-marital relationship.
Right.
She didn't mention about they talking about marriage or fiance. So all we can take it is as they just some boyfriend and girlfriend.
That's all they are.
And that's all they is.
That's all they are.
And one of the things, like what Cordell was saying, the things he was saying, I was thinking one of the things I was thinking, Cordell, is sometimes folks get into a way where they become watchers over your money because the fact that it keeps them secure. Because they know if you got the money, hey, how you still gonna feed me? How you still, I mean, I want to know, where's his card? Is he working? When is he doing?
Well, he says his credit is jacked, but he's advising and directing her on how to spend her money.
Oh Lord, that's like
because he's good with that.
So that's like someone.
How's he good with if his credit is messed up?
So that's like someone who cheats on someone and giving relationships advice.
Right.
Okay. Mine's Jack's, but I'm trying to tell her what she needs to do. You should take that energy and go find somebody to help you get some credit repair.
Right.
And then get your income tax.
Wow. Isn't it funny how everybody wants to tell you what to do with your money, but they don't want to do with their money.
Exactly. Everybody, they good watchers of your money.
And that's hard too in marriages, because even though you become one flesh and you're supposed to come together, it's still hard for some people to deal with their mate telling them what they can and cannot do. Hey, Mr. Cash, welcome.
Donna, there's three things that I found that will kill a marriage. One is infidelity. Mm-hmm. 2 is finances. And 3 is how you raise your kids. Those 3 things I found will automatically kill a marriage. If there's
finances is a big one.
Yes,
it is. Yeah, it is.
Finances is always the big one, because
that's a big one. Infidelity, like I said, is next, and then it's to raise your kids. But when you think about it, if you don't have a true understanding of finances, when it comes to money, you're always going to be arguing. You're always going to be at somebody's neck, because money is the bottom or common denominator to either peace or war.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Welcome, Brian.
Hey, y'all. Hey, everyone.
We speaking on this. We speaking on the non-marital relationship regarding, the person wanting to have say so over his mate's spending of the money.
His mate.
They're not married. They're in a non-marital relationship. She got $10,000 on her taxes, wanted to go and buy a car. So he's saying that his credit is jacked up, but he's saying he's good at directing and advising. So he's saying that she needed to wait on doing that.
That didn't even make sense right there.
So
that kid, Michael Jackson song right there.
He told her not to get that car right now, and she didn't. Okay. So the question is being asked, when is this okay? How can you, in the debate here is the fact that they were not married. Ben is saying that he feels that, in a relationship, you should have a say if you're with that person and you're trying to build things, or you're together as a couple. Because if she gets this, say like maybe they're trying to plan for, maybe getting a house or doing whatever, business or whatever, she gets this car note that maybe is not needed right now.
Well, that was the big word that I was going to go to is the need. We get a lot of things that we want, and we tend to make the things that we need. We tend to make those, put those on the back burner, you know, but it's hard to get $10,000 in your hand, you know, be it taxes or be it from a relative or whatever. And, you know, it's in our nature to, you know, we got to splurge on us a little bit, you know, a little bit. But, you know, my question would be, first of all, is there a need for a car? Is she without a car? If she's without a car, then yeah, I don't know about putting the whole 10,000 down. And I definitely don't think that she should donate her 10,000 to help out his credit because, you know, he's such a good financial dude. You know, that me and my man, we laughed at that one because that's an oxymoron in the flesh right there. So, you know, one thing is a couple is a unit, you know, you guys are paramount over everything else. You have to take into consideration what your partner has to say. At least hear him out, hear her out. You know, you can make your own decision after that, of course, because you're not married. And a lot of times you don't have to be married, but, you know, don't just listen to your girlfriends. Don't just listen to your homies, you know, listen to your partner.
Listen to your partner.
That's who you're sharing everything with. So, I mean, even the good and the bad, the consequences from blowing 10,000 on a car, you know, you both gonna have to pay for that one way or another. That's your clue right there to listen to your partner. At least listen. Amen, fellas.
Amen.
Well, I wonder where they stand in this relationship because Joe mentioned that my credit is jacked up. And so I have a quick because now I'm wondering, well, what are you doing? Are you working?
Excuse me.
Where should we?
I'm not trying to laugh at the situation.
But then we got to look because I'm thinking if she's getting $10,000, what kind of job she got? She probably just been waiting or whatever. But you know, I remember when I went to go get my car, someone said to me, "Ooh, if I was your woman, you wouldn't have bought that car."
Right.
And I was like, no, if you was my woman, you would have been sitting on that chair that's on the side of me in front of the glove box because you wouldn't have told me not to buy it. You know, this is my money. And if we're just boyfriend and girlfriend, you are not going to tell me what to do with it. You know, if I decided to go buy me some cigars and I say I'm gonna take 500 and I'm gonna light my cigar with $500 bills, then that's what I decide to do. Now, if you my fiance, you my wife, and we building, you ain't gonna be my girlfriend in this building. What we building? It don't take that long. You my fiance, you go my wife. That's different because if I came in the money, if we married, when the tax come in here, we probably married filing jointly anyway, or even if we filing separately, it don't matter. That's the household. My fiance, we building. Okay, baby. Now, if I'm in need, like Brother Brian was saying, if I'm in need of a car, then okay, let's go shopping and try to find one that's reasonable or whatever. But
what if you living together with your girl and you guys
I don't care if you live with me.
You guys are trying to go to a certain level.
What is trying? What is trying to go?
It's like you say, though. It's like you say. We can only go by the facts that we hear. So if we're going by the facts that we hear, one thing is apparent. He's lacking in some area of finances. So he wants to control the money that she has, not he has, the money she has. But I'm gonna say this: I'm not bashing any woman, not bashing any man. But if there's a man that ain't got no money, he's with a woman, and she got 10 grand, what do you think is gonna happen with that woman? Either she gonna say, "Hey, man, you gotta go," or you gonna say, oh baby, I'll break you off a little something, but you ain't getting no more than that.
That's a different kind of relationship right there. You know, every
yeah,
relationship.
but they boyfriend and girlfriend. They ain't
Right.
nothing else. They ain't husband and wife. They ain't fiancés. They boyfriend and girlfriend. At any moment, she can say, "Hey, I'm out of here."
Yeah.
You know, you owe me 2,000, but I can't get it back to you, baby. Well, I'm taking you to court.
So it's not too much weight put on boyfriend, girlfriend. That don't mean nothing no more.
Yeah,
huh?
that could happen if you're married too.
So
boyfriend and girlfriend is where you wish that the person will adhere to the rules.
Right.
You know, that you won't cheat on me, that you hope they adhere to some rules that, you'll call and check in or let me know what's going on or something. But other than that, that's like digging your hand in the bag and seeing what number you come up with and seeing what prize
But what
you
if
pick
you
off the
live
shelf.
together though? What if
A lot of people live together and one ain't got no money. A lot of people live together and one's credit is jacked and they ain't working and they trying to control the other one's money. We got a lot of that. I could pick you up, take you down to some folks and show you now.
Shit, that's my biggest fear right there. You know, been there, done that, ain't about to do that again.
I mean, that stuff
is all on one person,
but the fact
and the other person is not.
Like I said, you should be spending that energy building up your credit. Why you not getting if your credit is so, he didn't say my credit ain't that great, my credit ain't that good. He said his credit is jacked. He said, Cordell, he said jacked.
He said my credit is jacked, but
and that's a contradiction once he went to the
but I'm good at advising and directing.
There's the contradiction.
I would have left that part out.
I can't manage my money, but I can manage yours. I can't direct me, but I can direct you.
Yeah, you can manage that money right in.
So she should have went on and bought the car. You guys are saying,
yeah, she should have bought the car
because she could be financially in a position to where she could. And she decided, you know what? She could have seen when I get my income tax, I want to put a big down payment on. I was going to give me a car anyway, and I don't want to do it. I mean, if she getting that kind of money back, come on, that girl, she doing something.
But like Ben say, that's his woman, and she should listen to her man and trying to direct the situation and telling her that you don't need to be doing that right.
Listen to someone. You learn how to drive.
Give me half of that 10 grand, baby. I need it for my bills. Give me half of it.
Yeah.
I know you worked all year before, but then I can give it back to you.
That's like learning how to drive from someone who don't drive.
I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't want it.
You wouldn't want it. So Ben, there you have it. The gentleman is saying he don't.
Congratulations, y'all do what y'all do.
So Ben, I like to, since you're the one opposing of this mindset here. You're saying that she should have listened like she did to her man and not got the car.
A lot of these guys are coming with a individualized mindset. When you're in a relationship with somebody, y'all trying to build together, the man saying his credit is jacked up, so he's trying to tell her something. He might be telling her, hey, look, you don't want to buy a car at this point. You want to be able to have this money to do some other things because I did the same thing that you did at this point, and that's what began the spiral of me messing my credit up. You know, when you're in a relationship with somebody, you need to be coming in a situation of we trying to figure out what we gonna do together. If you doing all this stuff when you single and you being individual when you single, when you get together, you're gonna be the same individual and you're gonna be thinking the same way. You know, two need to try to be figuring a way to become one. Why are you in a relationship with somebody that's just gonna let you drive yourself into a ditch? Makes no sense. So brothers, I mean,
but you
that's
still,
how they feel. That's fine.
But is he okay with telling her what she
cars
can
are
and can't do with her money?
Cars are a terrible investment.
How is
It's
that?
terrible to go buy a brand new car because
How
as
is
soon
that?
as you drive it off the lot,
It
as soon as you drive the
appreciates.
car off the lot, it depreciates.
I mean,
Well,
As soon
anything
as
you
you drive it off
buy,
the lot.
anything you buy is
No,
The
gonna
value
it's not
a lot of
anything.
things
If
gonna
I buy
drop.
a house, if I
The
buy a
house don't
house,
depreciate.
it's not going to depreciate when I buy it.
Wait,
It
hold on,
If
hold
I
on.
buy a condo,
We
it's not
ain't
going to
talking
depreciate when
about
I
right
buy it.
off the top, but
So,
trust one thing.
yeah, you
Cause you
are.
ain't taking
You
that
buy a
house
car
back
off
the
the
next
lot,
day.
that car. Now, if you go there, you get you a 2-year, 3-year-old car or something
Okay.
like that. That might be sensible.
Let me
But
tell
to
you
take
something.
your whole 2 or 10 grand
You can
and
go
buy
buy
a
a
car
house
that
and
you're gonna
lose
have
your
to get
money
repairs
too.
on,
Look
makes no
at
sense.
Patterson. Look at Patterson. All them mini
Doing
mansions
fine.
down there in Patterson was off the charts when it came
Patterson.
to the price. Now you can
What
go
are we
down
talking about
there and get
Patterson
any
for?
kind because we talking
I'm talking
about
about
how the
financially speaking.
price changes on a lot of things. But
My
it's about
grandma, I
it's
was talking
about
to a teacher.
investment.
I was talking to a teacher.
So when I
Hey,
bought
I
my
was
car,
talking
it
to a
was an
teacher.
investment.
That's not an investment, man.
If I
Stop it.
wanted to check
Unless
this
you're
out,
buying a Rolls
you need
Royce
it.
or a Mercedes Benz,
No, let
a
me tell
car
you
is not
something.
an
Let
investment.
me tell you. Let me tell you how many hits I get, especially from Car Guru, because I keep all my things or all my services through Range Rover. All of it is through Range Rover. See, the thing is, I needed a car.
You got a Range Rover?
I sure do. I needed a car. But
That's
see,
different.
no. Let me explain now. Let me finish. Needed a car. But
I
see,
didn't
I
know
could
you
have
had a
went and
Range
got
Rover.
me any kind of
You
car,
can't
right?
get no Range Rover for no 10 grand, brother.
Oh,
You're not getting that for no 10
Let
grand.
me tell you. I needed a car, but instead of me going to get any car, I said, you know what? I'm gonna get this car. Now I know the price is gonna go down, but if I had to sell that car, it has good resale. So in
Yes,
a
it
way,
does.
there's an investment in there where I can get. They're offering me. I just got an offer from Guru. They offered me $36,000 for my car.
That's
Yes,
awesome.
they would.
You know
They
what
would.
I'm saying? Range Rover, San Francisco, own Van Ness. They
And
always
how
tell me,
old is it?
"Hey
4
man,
years
we
old?
want to make a price." My car is a 2017 DHS. It's
That's
man,
six
I got
years
a
old.
top. They only made that color. You can't get it no more. It was on order. You had it. My rims. You man, it's what you call a down the line. I needed the car. See, if I would have bought a Toyota, I ain't saying the Toyota not good, but if I would have sold it, I wouldn't have got as much money as I would have really needed. You
Nope.
know,
That's right.
like right now, some go down here, and I have to sell my car and make it happen. I might want to make a change in life.
It
Okay,
might,
say what I don't
but
get
she
to
not
30.
going
I
to
can
buy
go
no.
get
She
20
not
for
buying
it.
a Range Rover,
I
man.
can
Come
go
on,
get
brother.
20 for it, but I'm not saying that. I'm
But
saying
she's
the
not
fact
doing
is
that, John.
we
She
don't
just
know.
going out. That's
No,
probably the first
we
time
don't
she got
know.
a $10,000
She might take Bart every
refund.
day. And she tired of taking Bart.
You just
She
got to
might
be
want to go out
sensible.
with her girlfriends. But the bottom line is a boyfriend and a girlfriend can't tell somebody what to do with their money.
But you still can't
Would
discount
y'all
somebody
agree
trying to
with
give you good
that? Would
advice.
you
That's
agree
what I'm
with
saying.
that? Boyfriend, girlfriend status shouldn't have
I'm
a
I'm not
believe
gonna
that
say.
bypass your advice. That's what I'm saying.
What you saying, Bill?
Go ahead, fellas.
What you say, Ben?
Don't bypass some good advice. That's what I'm saying. And
But
just because
how
you think you
do
know it,
they? Okay, what makes your advice better than their advice?
to me, your advice is
Who
better.
determines
No,
who
That
advice
man is in the
is
middle of the
he's
better?
talking about the
situation.
guy. He's talking about the guy's
No,
advice.
I'm
They
saying
in the
I'm not
situation
saying
together.
being in general. I'm saying hypothetically. What makes the person that's giving the advice better than the other person's advice? If she's saying I want to get a car for whatever her reasons are, he's saying don't get a car for whatever his reason. Who knows who's right in that
Nobody.
regard?
If
He
you had
got
to
this
weigh
So
it
y'all
out,
information.
listen to each other and
the
make her
person
come
whose
up with the
money it
best
belonged
decision.
to.
No, see, that's stupid.
I'm not taking no
Because
advice.
just
So
because you
I'm
think
not
you got a
taking no
bunch of
advice
money
from
don't
nobody
make
who
sense.
got jacked up credit. I'm not
Oh,
taking no
okay.
advice. Someone teaching me how to drive who ain't never drove before. I ain't taking no
if a guy
advice like
just go
that.
through a divorce, John,
Shoot.
if a guy just going through a divorce and his credit is jacked up because
But
he's
see,
just
now
going
we
through a
saying if we
divorce,
throwing the
you
if
can't
factor
take advice from him because he don't know nothing.
Okay, well, if we're gonna throw the
Dude,
if
bad credit
factor
don't mean
in,
nothing.
let's just say she makes $160 a year, 160,000 a year. If we're gonna throw the if factor in, so she can afford to take that 10,000 and she can make the call. Let's say if she's paying all the bills and if he's living in the house, and let's say if he don't have a job because we know for a fact his credit jacked up, so he must ain't trying to prepare that. What you got to say? Sit down, grab your coat when I say let's go for a ride, and let's go. Because you best believe he gonna want to go on it. He gonna want, why we go? We ain't gotta take Uber no more. If he was gonna go somewhere, he gonna probably want to be the one to drive. Pull up in it. Shoot, please. That woman work for that money. She has the right to do what she want to do with that money.
I
If
think
no boyfriend, girlfriend.
it's two strong opinions with this. I mean, it could go,
Unless if we saying if we're building, then I should see something happening in you. If his credit is so jacked, but we're building. So that means if we get married and we go get a house, that means I gotta get the house. Because your credit jacked. If we go somewhere and we live out far and we do got to get a car, I got to go get the car because your credit jacked. I mean, but we're building, and your credit is still
and you
chose
chose one another, jacked or not. You chose each other, right?
Yeah.
So Donna,
they're both right.
It comes down to one thing, really. If you're being realistic about it. A woman with common sense is going to say, hey, man, you ain't got your act together. I got to go.
Well,
because why? Because his credit is jacked?
No, because his shit's not together. He ain't got his credit together. He's living with her. Maybe he ain't got everything going on for him.
But what if everything is...
She loves him.
The man might have just had a downfall in his life. Maybe, like Ben said, he
might be building his own business.
A marriage or relationship where he got.
He
maybe
might be
he had
building a
identity
business.
theft. I mean, it could be he lost his job after. I know people losing their jobs after 20-25 years of being in the company.
Right now.
What if something devastating has happened to put him in that cap? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your credit comes from spending. Your credit comes from spending.
Not necessarily.
When you're getting credit,
the bill
not
that
necessarily.
Okay. Well, what would be those options? What, child support?
Bad credit.
That's about it.
Bad credit don't come from
bad credit.
Bad credit don't come from spending. Not completely. You know, because as grown men, 90% of us are supposed to be paying child support. That's a whole nother thing that attaches to your credit. And that never comes off.
Well, you can get that off.
Student loans attached to your credit.
Let me tell you, when you paying your child support and you paying positive, that actually works in your favor. It works in your favor. I'm speaking that from my experience. From child support
not even paying the child support. There's ways to get child
support being paid, and it's showing that it's consistent.
Even if you didn't pay the child support, there's a way to get that off.
That helped with my credit. But the thing is,
it's automatically.
Let's take child support off though. You build credit because you got the money, you got the credit to get something, to acquire something. So it was expected that you're spending money. If you got a car on credit, you're expected that you're going to be spending money to pay the note every month or whatever. Your credit card just don't go up without you not using it. Your credit cards
You know
just
how
don't
many
go
people that
up.
lost their job,
There
man,
are
in the last
so
6
many
months?
scenarios.
Yeah,
There are
yeah,
so
but
many
some
different
people
scenarios.
lost their jobs and
You
they
know how
never
many
had no
thousands of
credit.
people that lost their job in the last 6 months?
Some people, a lot of
Come on,
people
bro.
lost their jobs and they never had no. There's people now who don't have no credit because they never applied for no credit. But we're talking about when you damage your credit. Now, we're not going to talk about child support. Let's talk about when you go and you acquire credit and you damage your credit. That's on how you spend. That's on you. Because
How
when my
you
credit
spend?
was, when
If
my
you
credit was
lose your
damaged,
job
it
and
was
you go from making $100,000, $200,000 a year to you making $1,800 a month on unemployment, you can't
But
pay
what kind
those
of
credit
credit?
card
Well,
bills.
but with the credit, okay. But then, if you're making that kind of money, you should have some type of assets, some type of property or resources that you can cash in. There should be some liquid assets. There's no way you should
So
be
you're gonna
making that
liquidate
kind of
everything to
money.
pay these credit card bills.
Man, check this out. When there's a situation, let's go back to my car. If I lost my job and I had to make a move, trust me, if I needed to go get my hands on a few, that car, and I love that car, that sucker would be gone in a flash. You make the moves to make it happen. If you want to make it happen, you make the moves. And that's just how it is. That's how it is.
All right.
My credit
Okay.
card didn't all of a sudden have a balance of something just out of nowhere. We can purchase
No,
something.
it take a little
I
bit,
get
and some
that,
people don't know how to
but
fix their credit.
some people do get in situations. I mean, Cordell, what Cordell, I would have to say I don't agree with just leaving somebody that's all messed up. I mean, it just depends on the situation at hand. If you got somebody that's been a bump on the log since you've been with them, and it's, you know, that's just the bump of the log they are. And maybe they're doing drugs, maybe they just messed up for a lot of other negative reasons. That's something else. But based on consequences of life that could occur, because there's a lot of different situations that can occur that will put you in a situation that was way up here and now you down here. That don't mean you're gonna stay down there. But at the time, you didn't went down here for whatever the consequence. I wouldn't want nobody to judge me on that totally. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if we're looking at this situation and you try to tell, I wouldn't know way. I just couldn't fix my mouth to tell my girlfriend what to do with her money. I couldn't fix my mouth to do that. I don't care if my credit was good and everything. I can, I might, if I said, hey, now if I seen her situation was a certain way, I might say something. But if she go and make the decision, she makes the decision. It's her money.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. I say it 1,000 times over and over again. It's her money. It's his money. So they gonna make the final decision one way or the other.
Mm-hmm. Now my fiance, we're building.
I think if you
Most
in a
likely when the money
relationship,
came, I'll probably be turning it over to her anyway.
but
So
if
she
you
can put it
living
away for our
together, I think that's totally different too, because you guys are working together to take care of the finance of the home, and
people usually just roommates.
And sometimes you even have accounts together or whatever.
Oh, well, now boyfriend and girlfriend having a bank account
It depends
together?
on which direction they trying to go. I mean, you got
That's
your.
why
Are
they
y'all
got
business
I'm not
partners, or
saying
y'all just
being
sleep
on
with each
all
other?
your accounts. I mean, you may have. Maybe you both
Get on the
opened up a
episode of
checking
Snap.
account together or something.
Sorry.
You
What
on the
happened?
episode of Snap. You over
But
some
I'm
money.
saying, you have your own accounts, whatever you had before them. But I'm saying you may, as a couple, have decided we're gonna open up this checking account together. We're gonna open up a little savings account, and we're gonna start putting money in here towards whatever. You may do that, depending on the level of where you and this person is going. And
where you hope the level of where y'all going, because it is never
y'all wouldn't trust a relationship situation with putting no money together.
Why you can't put money in a bank account? I don't understand.
No,
Same
no,
way you
not
can't
gonna
put
do it.
water in
Why?
your gas
I
tank.
mean, because
It
people
don't
can't.
run.
I mean, unless you got stipulations that you both got to be there to take money out or something. People,
Why?
Ain't
I
no
think.
use to having no account like that. You don't know.
Why
Just
not?
no account.
I'm gonna say
Why
it
not?
again.
Tell me,
Money
tell
is
me, Ben, are you willing right now to go open an
money.
account with some woman?
Hell nah.
Yeah, why not? I got
I'm
my
not,
bank account. She got her bank
uh,
account. Say
that
we
ain't what
paying
we
for
said.
that car you talking
That ain't
about.
what we
Then we gonna
said.
put the $200 of money
That
in
ain't what we
account.
said. We said,
That ain't what.
I want to see.
no,
I want to see
you
how she
giving
gonna
her,
spend this
no,
money.
access
I
to
got
your
to
account.
handle mine. I have to handle mine
No,
as a
we gonna
man.
go to the
Right.
bank and open an
Right.
account. You're
As
not
the
getting access to
man
mine.
side, I have to handle mine as a man. So being a man is my parachute. I gotta always have mine because women are fucking crazy, dude. And when they snap,
You
they don't give
wrong.
a fuck
They
about
do.
Wrong for that,
They
They
take it
will
Brian.
send
off.
you
Hey,
back to
hey,
But
your
that's the
hey,
mama
thing.
still alive
I
in the
stood with
hospital.
She's
you too,
They will
Donna.
do that.
that's
Y'all
the
You
thing.
wrong.
got to
Y'all
have your
wrong.
She's
own.
Hey,
got 10
my,
grand. You don't got nothing. So it's
right,
her money.
that's right. And
She'll
I
take it
said
and
that
do
with you
whatever she
too.
wants to do with it.
I'm
All of
saying
y'all
a
are right.
little account where you guys can
No,
pay the bills
no.
out of.
No,
Because
that don't
remember,
work.
I was
It
getting
only works if
married.
you're married, Donna.
No,
Only if you're married.
exactly. I was
Sometimes it don't
getting
work
ready to
then.
get married. I
Yeah,
was getting ready
sometimes
to
it don't
get
work
Yeah,
then.
married.
y'all sound like
Yeah.
some wounded bears on this
Oh yeah,
mug.
I was
Going on.
wounded. I was wounded. Getting
They
ready to
sound like
get
some
married.
wounded
Getting
bears.
ready to get
No,
married. We
All
had
y'all
already
brothers
picked
realistic.
sound
out
like some wounded
everything,
bears
Realistic,
had
in
the
the
Ben.
colors
woods.
and everything,
Realistic,
JJ.
Ben.
Look,
It seems
Realistic,
like
I'm not
Ben.
there's
saying
trust
nothing.
issues going on around.
Only had the colors, and she took all the money.
Realistic.
Good.
Did my partner
That
Parnell
don't
come?
mean every
He
That
woman
did.
was
is like
good,
that.
John.
No, but
What
the
would you
fact
rather
is,
do? Be
the
married to her for 10 years and did she
no,
take everything?
I
Or she
wasn't
do it
never
when you
married
give her
now.
a chance?
No, the fact is, she shouldn't have had a chance. I
What you
slipped
mean she shouldn't
because
have had a
boyfriend
chance?
and
That
girlfriend.
money
See,
saved you
no,
millions of dollars.
no, it
You would have
wouldn't have.
built you would have built a palace with her, and she would have went
But
there and
I
did that
think,
dumb
but
stuff.
no, because John was maybe on the focus of marriage. So probably that's
That's
why
right.
he did that.
No, we were getting married. We had our
That's right.
colors. We had everything was. It was just now coming together as folks and saying the vows. Shoot,
Mm-hmm.
you can't give me that. But see, the thing is, I'll take my. See, it's not taking my chances, making that decision with that person because we're moving forward. This is something we're discussing. But if we're just discussing boy, how long are we gonna be boyfriend and girlfriend and you telling me what to do with my money?
Right.
No, we fill it out for boyfriend and girlfriend if you want to, or we can go back to high school, be boyfriend and girlfriend forever. But no, when we're moving forward and we dealing with grown folks and we dealing with finances, no, no. Don't tell me what to do with my money. Like Brian said, I got to handle mine. Now, if we married, that's different. Now we're
I
doing
love
things.
the fact that we got all these different dynamics. Cordell is saying, put her ass out. Just put her out. He don't want to deal with it. John is saying, look, I want my Range Rover. It ain't happening.
No, I
Nobody
ain't
ain't
saying
telling me
that.
what to do. Brian is
I ain't
saying,
saying put it out.
I'm a man. I got to handle mine. You ain't going to be putting no bank accounts with me. You know, Ben is saying, go ahead on. Put your money together. Work
With your
together as a
girlfriend.
couple. It don't matter. We both building. Gareth ain't really saying too much about it. And JJ from the new generation ain't said bleep. I like to hear you first, JJ.
AJ say no, thank you.
As someone that is currently building himself and is partnered, my current arrangement is we have separate bank accounts and we handle our money separately. If we have a contingency issue, we discuss that. Like, for example, so a big finance comes up that, you know, it affects both of our situation. We'll come together and we'll discuss that and we'll figure out how we're going to handle that. Otherwise, everything else, you know, I spend my money how I spend my money. My partner spends their money how they spend their money. We come together and we discuss the finances. We discuss how the bills are going to get paid. So we discuss how the rent's getting paid. We're discussing whatever subscriptions we have, like HBO Max, things like that, or whatever. We're discussing. We don't have our mail get sent here because people steal our stuff. So we have a UPS office box. So we discussing, hey, we gonna have who paying that this month, down to every single detail. It's important to have these discussions because, especially when we get mad at each other, because we do get upset. We want to have these things in order, so we're not gonna get angry at each other on the business level, if that makes any sense. Like,
that's right.
If we mad at each other, we're still going to discuss that business. That's not going to come in between. That's just how we operate. We're not going to, because the bills still got to get paid. We could be mad at each other all we want to, but these bills still got to get paid. So
and that's right. How it should be. That's how it should be.
And that's how we keep it. We're not married.
I was just wondering with the younger generation. I know you're not like 25, but you're younger.
I'm young enough. I'll be 37 this year, but I'm young enough.
Yeah. So I just was wondering if the game has changed with, do y'all just fold all your money together and just say, forget it, we gonna do
I'm not gonna splurge my money because I gotta pay. The rent might increase. It goes up and down depending on the utilities. So I'm not gonna just go out and frivolously spend my money, and I spent an extra $500 and then I can't pay my utility bill for the apartment.
That's right.
You know what I mean? I gotta plan that out, and I also have to discuss that with my partner because it affects both of us. I gotta ask permission.
That partner.
That don't mean I gotta ask permission for every single little thing that I spend. But when it comes to
but you're not really asking permission.
Right.
You're not asking permission. You're having a conversation.
Right.
But still, yet, JJ, you're doing something that really is sound. But now, throwing an extra $2,000. What you gonna do with that? You gonna buy yourself something? You gonna put it away, set it away for a rainy day, or are you gonna take a vacation? You're gonna do something for yourself with that extra $2,000.
Most likely, I'm gonna do something for myself with that extra $2,000.
Yes, and that's what we're talking about. We're talking about extra money outside of household, outside of everything else. It's your money, but I want to control it.
No,
I'm the controller of your money.
No, that's why I discussed that. That's why I was saying we got separate bank accounts. I'm like, let's say my partner gets a windfall of cash, for example. There's nothing I can do about that. That's their money. How they choose to spend it.
That's the whole point. It's your money.
That's their money. How they choose to spend it. Now, I might strongly suggest something. There's one thing, because we're together, I might be like, okay, I think you might want to invest in a stock real quick. Just you got a little extra cash. Let's see what this do. Let's mess around with DraftKings a little bit. Let's play with let's see what the possibilities are here. I might suggest that, but it's ultimately up to my partner what they want to do with that money. I can't control that.
Yeah, go take the Kings plus 20, huh?
I know. I heard he DraftKings.
Wow. This is a deep one. I'm glad we touched on this. It's a trip to hear the different dynamics. But
it's one thing. Real. One thing I would say is it's outside the household, the extra income. That's her money that really has no bearing on the household, no bearing on him, no bearing on her. It's just extra funds for her. What she's going to do with it. Mm-hmm. She wants to buy a car. Go ahead. It's your money.
Right.
It's her money, and she should be able to do, or he should do,
it's my party. I can do it.
As long as it's not interfering with, like I know John talking, like JJ say, As long as you're coming together with handling the household stuff and the responsibilities of what you both have agreed to do, and you're not coming short, whatever your extra is that you want to do something with, you should be more than, whether you take a vacation and want to leave them at home, whatever the situation is.
Right.
You should be able to do it. You're not married. You just, you're trying to figure this out. I guess that's what they call it. You got a situationship.
Right.
Because if you got $10,000 and you short every month $400 on the rent, and you go out there and you buy a car, and I'm the one responsible for your $400 windfall, you might not have $400 no more.
Well, if that's the case,
I might be out, just like you said.
Yeah, so that person can't be trusted with money, period.
That's true too. I'm gonna agree with that.
You don't give them the money, or to just say, hey, you gotta go. Maybe I can't deal with
Cordell ready to kick you out, boy. Woo!
You ain't living in
I got an example of that.
It's just like what Jesus said. You have these certain expectations each and every month. They have to be met. So if he's short or she's short $500 every month consistently, man, I ain't dealing with that no more. I might as well live by myself.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I know somebody that got $100,000, and they spent that money in 5 months or less. It was just gone. And they went on vacations. They bought a whole bunch of frivolous stuff. They still never bought them a place to stay. They were living in a hotel at the time.
Yeah.
At the same time, me and my partner were living in a hotel. They got $100K and blew that money and never got them an apartment. The whole time.
You're just as scared.
But whose decision was it?
It was the person with the $100K. The person with the $100K.
The person with the $100K made it KKK.
Brian, when you go to the store, who made the decision to dig in your pocket?
They was overspending their money. I almost wish I was in their good graces so I could get a piece of that pie.
Yeah.
But I didn't like that person. And I was mad that I was hearing about it.
Situation going on. Who playing the TV? I'd like to know. That has got to be Ben.
You got control.
Oh yeah, let me handle it.
TV.
You can mute anybody. Yep.
Hello, Ben. See ya. Wouldn't want to be here. I learned a new trick. You're doing too much. You're gonna get muted.
Why you kick him off like that, huh?
No, you know my baby boy over here. You know they out of school this week.
Muted. Oh, anyway, I love y'all.
You know he out of school this week. They ain't tripping.
Look, y'all, I went a little over today.
You did.
Over, but I'm sorry. I needed to make up because we didn't come together yesterday.
We didn't come together for a couple of weeks.
I don't have to get up at 5 in the morning, but I do have to go to a family. I got to go to a service tomorrow. So you guys really helped me tonight with just taking my mind off of some things that I got to deal with. And also, you just tickle me to death. But I learned so much from you men. I tell you, I just learned so much. All these different personalities. And Mr. Cash, you just so cool about it all. But I'll be knowing where you come. And happy, you had an anniversary or something that just, didn't you have it? Oh, no.
We ain't married, girl. We ain't married.
Did you almost? He was chewing. I'm sorry. I'm not there to do the hymen.
We ain't married.
Chew your food, baby. He didn't even have it.
We ain't married. We've been together about 9-10 years.
Well, that's okay.
Neither one of us
still do an anniversary, right? You do it.
But I'm just saying, everything that y'all described, man, y'all just told my story. Like I got to hear all of it from each and every one of y'all. One of y'all was saying nigga lost his job and didn't have nothing, and I was like, yeah, that happened to me. Goddamn. Then,
Brian,
somebody else was like, yeah, you got to go and this type of shit.
Let me say this.
I was like, yeah, that was me too.
Cordell was like, you got to go. Cordell, though, you a little rough
Cordell
with
was,
it.
I mean, but you know what, though, when I didn't have nothing going,
Brian,
the only thing I had was hope.
Yeah.
But
listen,
I knew, and I put together a plan in my head, and I just stayed with
and
it.
you made it. Look at God. Look at God.
I dealt with crazy baby mamas. I dealt with warrants, court warrants, and every kind of. Oh man, I dealt with courtroom drama.
You name it.
So
and now
Brian,
I'm in my
Brian, I have
on my
one
couch
thing to
just
advise
chilling.
you on.
Just chilling, eating your food.
One thing to advise you on.
All right.
If you guys got property together, make sure you get that. Make sure
the house
you get
we're in right now.
Okay. Since you're not married, make sure you got to notarize somewhere that you guys agreed upon the property together, because otherwise it would have to go into probate court if one of you pass away. So
that's good advice. That's
good advice.
I got it in a trust.
Good. Because my brother went through that. So
I watched TikTok, so I put my shit in a trust.
Well, good. I'm just saying, because
I learned all about it.
You know, we're in love for 20 years plus or whatever it might be, and one person gets sick and pass away, and then you're stuck with paying either taxes or probate or trying to get family members to come to your aid. It just gets crazy, man. If you got it in a trust, that's good.
Nice. Good information, though. A lot of times we just don't think about, just like somebody I know that went through you got to remember too, when you get these divorces and you have corporate America working and you have your spouse on your retirement, you get divorced and you forget to remove that person from your retirement, and you move on with Betsy Sue or whoever or whatever, you still got that X on there. Guess what?
Yep.
Guess what?
That's for another topic.
That's a whole nother topic. But you better remember, when you divorce, you go and take that person off your stuff.
You can't take them off unless they let you.
And you gonna have a new
something.
So
you gonna be like, something happened to you.
And
guess what? That person in the backdrop that you ain't been with for 15 years, they on that retirement stuff.
In the state of California,
guess who's gonna get
divorced? When you get a divorce in the state of California, some lawyers are hip and want to go after that up front. They don't care about waiting. They want to tie that to you up front. So if you have a pension or retirement fund and you're getting divorced before your retirement age, some lawyers will negotiate and said, hey, we want that money up front before you retire. So I'm just saying that I learned that from experience. So
oh wow.
Just take a note.
Yep, take note. But I want to say thank you guys. It's been wonderful. You guys have shared some really good meat here tonight. Yes, I just love this Grown Folk Table Talk. Y'all just bring the heat. And thank you for joining on a Monday. I know this was kind of off and it is a late show, but I always greatly appreciate all of you guys for being here on the panel, taking time out of your busy day and your evening, and for my viewing audience that watch and comment and subscribe and share it to somebody. Because I'm going to tell you, there's something in here that somebody is going to want to really listen to. Okay. So we're going to see you guys, I think next Sunday. Yeah. Next Sunday, we're going to do this, right? We're going to do this. I've been doing 7:30. I think I'm going to work with 7:30. And we will see you next Sunday at 7.
The 16th.
the 16th for Grown Folk Table Talk, Donna Smith, and her lovely panel. Yes. Thank you.